your best truth or dare gone wrong moment. NSFW warning. Before we go with the first story, please hit the subscribe and ring the notification bell to stay updated with us. Number 20. Way back in high school, a girl was dared to go up behind the boy she fancied and put her jumper over his head. She did, but he turned his head instinctively, so ended up with his face buried in her Great, Sarah, he exclaimed without thinking. Win for him, but I'd never seen a girl genuinely look like a tomato before. Number 19. Oh, I've had this one for a long time. When I was much younger, we had my younger cousin over. She came from a very bad home, but the state never would do anything. Anyways, I think she was 6 to 7 at the time. My sister, her, and myself decided to play truth or dare. Sister dared my cousin to eat some cat food. Seems gross enough, and being young, it's funny. She picks him up and eats it without flinching a moment. We blindly stared what she did. What came next shocked us. My sister asked her how she ate it so easily. Oh, well, it is what we ate at home a lot. Yeah, my uncle was starving his children to the point they were eating cat food to survive. Being young, we never said anything to anyone about it, a regret we have to this day. Number 18. Senior year in high school. Was dared to kiss the girl I had a crush on. She was a very shy person to begin with, and her friends totally set the whole thing up to get us together because she liked me a lot. Go in, they kiss her, and she blushes furiously, farts loudly, and then scrambles to her feet and runs away crying. Number 17. Girl picked truth. Her boyfriend asked who was the best she ever had. She named his brother. She was drunk and told the truth, but he was super pissed. We got to watch the whole thing. Turns out it was before she was dating him, but he was still upset. Number 16. Friend and I are home from college getting drunk. 16-year-old sister walks in with her girlfriends who want us to play truth or dare. My friend and I agree as we are already intoxicated. Not even 3 dares in, one of the girls dared to kiss my friend. He gets up and walks out of the room exclaiming, I will not go to jail. Number 15. College dorm drinking and playing truth or dare. One guy in the room, Vic's truth, was asked what age and how he lost his virginity. Turns out he was forced to have sex at 11 or 12 by his older siblings. Room went real quiet after that. Edit, to clarify, was molested, but his siblings made him get assaulted by a third-party person. No incest. Number 14. In uni, T&D and my buddy get dared to streak across the grounds at the student housing. Middle of winter, so more than just propriety at stake here. We all supported a footwear caveat, so not completely naked. Little balcony attached to the apartment we were drinking in. He strips down, slides open the balcony door, on the second floor, to hop the rail onto the ground and go for his dash. As he's hooing over quickly, he pauses sitting on the rail, facing where he was going to make a short jump to the ground. His nuts and area around his perineum froze on the metal rail he was sitting on. Someone laughing said push him, but before anyone could he screamed, like a girl, "No!" And no one did. Fortunately, he didn't jump and rip the fucking skin from his nuts and area. We filled a KFC bucket with warm water and poured it into his lap so it would run down to the contact area, and he came loose. Everyone decided he was good on Madeira anyway. I still cringe thinking if in that split second someone would have pushed him, or he lost his balance. It was a bit precarious. Post-mortem discussion was that he was a bit sweaty down there before he stripped. His hands had some damage too, but hey, who gives a shit about hands when your nuts are froze to a balcony rail? Number 13. During a drinking game of truth and dare with a bunch of friends, the shortest, most timid girl in our group was dared to be Hilbert from the fattest guy's belly button in our group. After about a minute of convincing, she went for it and immediately started puking all over the guy. Why would anyone dare someone to do this? Number 12. I was 10 years old, hanging out with my brother and his friend. A random truth or dare session came about, and I thought it would be fun to join in. When it was my turn, I picked dare, and my brother's friend told me to spray cinnamon spray on my ass, like right at the hole. And I did, dropped pants, squatted and sprayed. I remember the moment it started to burn. To this day, I tense up. I ran around the house looking like Zoidberg until the pain stopped. Number 11. One of the few times I was invited to a girl's birthday party, with only 2 other guys and maybe 7 girls, the girls all decided to play truth or dare / spin the bottle mashup. It also began to dawn on me that the birthday girl had a crush on me, and this was always set up. I had no idea how to kiss, and I pulled one of the guys that I was friends with aside and asked him to help me get out of this. He told me he'd help me out, but I'd owe him big time. We went back in and sat down. After several truths and small dares from the other girls, the birthday girl spun the bottle, and it landed on me. She dared me to kiss her for 5 seconds. As we began to lean in, a horrid smell hit all our nostrils. My friend set off a stink bomb in the trash can and forced us all to leave the room. We all laughed it off, and I decided it was late enough to leave. The girl had to throw out the trash can, but I got out of having my first kiss with a cute girl I had a crush on. TLDR. My friend set off a stink bomb because I didn't want to kiss a girl. Edit. My friend is a freaking genius. Number 10. Friend's living room. 9 p.m. 40 minutes in. Everybody drunk or half drunk. I started the fire by daring a girl to go topless and dance. 10 minutes later, got real, and can't exactly remember what was the exact dare or who invented it, but like 2 seconds after dare was starting, my friend's mom opened the door just in time to see 2 topless dudes. One topless girl, 1 empty bottle of vodka, just opened bottle of wine, and 1 girl about to lick another girl's ass. We were all 16. Number 9. It was at a girl's birthday party, super conservative religious parents. She had been talking for weeks about how she got a tattoo without her parents' knowledge on her butt, and was dared to prove it to us, her skeptical friends. She agreed by bending over the card table we were at so everything waist down was out of view, dropping her pants, and told me to come confirm. I was standing behind this girl with her pants around her knees and over a table while the other people were laughing and cheering, when her mother came downstairs and opened the door and saw Miss. Number 8. My friends and I used to play truth or dare at the hospital. For reference, we were in our late teens, old enough so we couldn't do this stuff at home with our parents in the next room, but not old enough to hang out at bars. So we chose the hospital parking lot because it was a big place where people left us alone. We played this game in our parked car. Yes, it's all very weird, that puts the story in perspective. One cold and miserable winter night, a guy in our group was dared to exit the vehicle naked and run a single lap around the car. He was pretty crazy, so this was no big deal. The guy, let's call him Herman, stirred down and jumped out of the car, ran a lap, and then tried to open the door again. But for some reason, this triggered the car alarm, with the rest of us sitting inside. Instead of climbing back in, Herman decided to run into a little area near the main building, crouching down near one of those cages that holds the gas meters and electrical equipment. It looked like the opening scene of the Terminator. While Herman hid between the cage and some bushes, a security guard came out of nowhere and walked toward the car. By this time, the alarm had stopped. He stared at our car from a distance, saw nobody near it, and somehow didn't notice us sitting inside. Turned around and laughed. As soon as the guard vanished, Herman came sprinting back to the vehicle across the icy parking lot and was spotted by someone else who began yelling. He jumped back in, and we sped off. That was our last night hanging out at the hospital. Number 7. Some drunk guy in a bar dared me to do a thing that I don't even remember. I was drunk too. I said no. He punched me in the face and went back to his drinking, leaving me on the ground. To this day I have no idea why he did that, but I remember that it was hurting a lot despite me being drunk too. Number 6. Played truth or dare with my friends in high school. I was dared to go around my apartment building selling underwear. One guy opened the door and was actually genuinely interested in buying a 16-year-old girl's underwear until his wife came out and started yelling at him. Me and my friends quickly left, but I'm pretty sure I caused a huge fight between them. Number 5. Truth or dare at a friend's house after graduating high school. Everyone was drinking and truth or dare popped up. One of the lads was particularly mad enough to pretty much do whatever we suggested, even when sober. The bottle lands on him, and someone says, "Dare you to skinny dip in the pool." Within a flash, he's out of his clothes and running towards the pool. He jumps and overshoots it by so fucking much that he goes stomach first into the diving board. Maybe he was holding in the burgers we ate, maybe the alcohol and loosened his too much, or maybe it was just an unfortunate accident. But he sprayed out all of his shit when he hit it. He then fell into the pool in the area of his diarrhea. A friend who owns the pool yells, "What the f?" and runs over. He picks up the pool cleaner net and starts trying to fish the shit out, but it's pure liquid, so he starts hitting the friend on the head with it. A friend gets out of the pool, gets a shit-eating grin, and starts walking towards us like that hallway scene from Paranormal Activity 4, shouting, "Give me a hug." We locked him outside until he passed out. The pool was ruined. Number 4. Myself included, the party was 3 guys and 3 girls. When the game started getting steamier, and we had taken most of our clothes off, a guy asked one of the girls, and she chose dare. "I dared you to make out with me in the bedroom, along with the other 2 girls." They went with him. The other guy and I spent the next hour playing Soul Calibur in our underwear. Number 3. Middle school. Buddy was dared to go in the closet and kiss this girl. Long time goes by, so we check on him. He was so nervous he pissed himself, and then we're trying to clean up the mess with the clothes that were hanging up. Number 2. Playing Truth or Dare Jenga. Pull the block, saying kiss the person on your left. I place a sweet, gentle kiss on the girl to my left cheek. She blushes. Fast forward 11 years. I am single, and she has half my... Number 1. University. All drunk. Friend dared his girlfriend to make out with another chick. She did. Awesome. She whacks it. They flirt/talk a lot during drinking. And in that comes, they go home, back to her dorm room, together. My friend/the boyfriend isn't invited. Weeks later, girlfriend actually leaves him to be with the other girl. And that's all the 20 best stories of truth or dare gone wrong moments. If you like more of this video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. You could also share your own story in the comments below. See you in the next video.